In the last episode we arrive in Cairns and find a good anchorage in the Trinity Inlet. After satisfying ourselves that Velindra wasn't going to disappear on us in the incredibly strong current when it switched direction, we go ashore and make a start on some rather important chores and generally enjoy the sights and scenes Cairns has to offer. Right up until one afternoon when we came back to find another boat anchored up really close to us. We pulled up behind Velindra and unloaded our day bags. We could hear him yelling something, but we couldn't quite understand what he was saying. So we got back in the dinghy and approached his boat, and he said,
"As soon as the tide changes, we're gonna hit and you need to pick up and move." And we're like, "Yeah, we've been here for 5 days. You just got here. You move." And he said, "No, this is my spot. You can see my GPS coordinates. This is my anchoring spot." So we thought maybe he was on a mooring ball, but no, he had anchored up and he decided that he was gonna move us out of the way. So what can you do? We left, and we ended up going further up the river down that way, and yeah, we dragged in the middle of the night, and that was pretty exciting. But we didn't hit anything, and we survived to tell the tale, but we've decided to take up this pile mooring and just not have to worry about that, because we're dealing with a few issues at the moment. One of the other ones is the porter boat. The porter boat guys are just ducking and diving. Boat's collapsing underneath us, and we want to try to get it sorted out, because it's meant to have a 10-year warranty and it's not even 10 months old. So anyway, all good.
we found ourselves going back to the Botanic Gardens a few times because it's really beautiful there. They've spent a lot of effort on their butterfly sanctuary, and there are some amazingly colourful specimens. One afternoon on the way back to the boat, we saw what looked like the local sailing club having a race in the bay. So we rang them up and managed to get ourselves a place on one of the boats in the next race. There were 4 of us on that boat and we got 3rd place. The skipper won a bottle of wine which he donated to us because he didn't drink. One of the major highlights in Cairns for us was Rusty's farmers markets. So much fresh food and so much variety. Cairns itself is full of restaurants and takeaways with such good food, we couldn't help eating out a few, maybe too many times.
We pulled into Green Island today at about lunchtime-ish, and we picked up more.
We had never taken Velindra out to a reef before, but when friends contacted us and asked if we wanted to tag along behind them, we jumped at the opportunity. They ended up having to cancel at the last minute, but we were so excited about going, we just went on our own anyway. We had a few close calls with bommies as we navigated her into the anchorage, but through skill or maybe sheer luck, we didn't hit anything. Having picked up one of the outer moorings, we didn't waste much time jumping in to find out what was beneath us. Velindra was moored in about 10 meters of crystal blue water. Immediately we saw giant batfish and trevally amongst others who seemed unshaken by our presence. The formations of various different corals were amazing to see, and I've not come across such big healthy looking giant clams.
So apparently we're not allowed to fly a drone around here. Oh, that's what Alison said. So I tried to climb the mast to get a nice view of the little reef that we are anchored at or moored at. And I got halfway up the mast and it's a bit of a pony ride up here. So I'm only going up to the spreaders. It's not very high at all. So this is the view we're stuck with, but it's not too bad. Just in front is a
coral little outcrop that we snorkeled around this morning. It's quite beautiful. And that's the resort over there, Green Island. Next time we have perfect weather conditions and head out to Michaelmas and Vlasov Caves.